A little extra help sounds more phenomenal. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 special Power Rangers.
In sight!
Locking on!
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at some of the best later additions to the Ranger team. They could be the 6th or 7th Rangers, or just anyone outside of the core 3 to 5, as long as they've done their best to uphold their Ranger duties. Number 10. Ryan Mitchell, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. To save his life, Captain Mitchell reluctantly allowed Diabolico to take his only son, Ryan, never to be seen until his 20th birthday. Raised by Diabolico's lies, Ryan stole a prototype morpher and became the very first US exclusive Ranger, the Titanium Ranger.
Who are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Much like another famous 6th Ranger, Ryan returned to the light as a loyal ally, even overcoming one of Diabolico's deadly curses. Due to the lack of Sentai footage, Ryan couldn't fight as much after his introduction, but he made himself useful while he was away, gathering information to help defeat the demons before joining in the final fight. Number 9. Spirit Rangers, Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
They look like Power Rangers.
When Daishi captured 3 Paichua Masters, he used the Crystal Eyes to control them and turn their animal spirits into 3 new Ranger-exclusive warriors, the Spirit Rangers. In a unique twist, these Rangers' bodies are controlled psychically and are only as stable as the Master's concentration. With the Masters chained up and used as puppets by Daishi, their spirits had the Jungle Fury Rangers on the ropes.
They know every move we're gonna make!
They're Power Rangers, except that they fight us with our master spirits.
Fortunately, RJ was able to set them free, bringing their Ranger avatars to the side of good. Later on, the main Rangers learned how to summon their spirited teammates without the Masters, making them an excellent backup force. Number 8. Zane, Power Rangers in Space. While Andros is a serious type, there was only one person who could make him laugh: Zane, the Silver Ranger.
Whatever it is you just said, I'm gonna make you eat your words.
Years ago, Zane fought along Andros as his best friend. However, he was mortally injured and kept in a cryogenic tube, becoming a symbol of the risks of being a Ranger. Luckily, he was awoken 2 years later, ready to fight again, after fixing his morpher glitch.
Here goes nothing.
Though he's a little cocky, Zane's dependability is unquestioned, and he is more than ready to aid anyone in need, sometimes through more unorthodox means.
You're no Psycho Ranger. You're right.
Unfortunately, Zane teaches us another lesson of value: the risks of dating your team's arch nemesis. Number 7. Cameron Cam Watanabe, Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Cam is Sensei Kanoi's son, a snarky, technical genius that built the Rangers' gadgets, including their Zords and vehicles.
These are your Power Ranger wind morphers.
He gave them a hard time at first since his overprotective father wouldn't let him be a Ranger, even though he has the skills. However, when the other Rangers lost their powers, he traveled to the past to retrieve the Samurai Amulet.
The Samurai Amulet has found its rightful owner.
But this is yours. I can't take this.
You must. It's why you came here, isn't it?
This not only restored their powers, but also granted Cam the powers of the Green Samurai Ranger. Since then, his relationship with his fellow Rangers improved greatly, and he even made his own cyber clone to help run the dojo, allowing Cam to take his rightful place fighting on the battlefield.
Samurai Saber, power up!
Number 6. Trent Fernandez Mercer, Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Don't come any closer. You'll force me to do something I don't want to do.
Not unlike Tommy's origin, Trent was the new kid in Reefside and the adopted son of Anton Mercer, the human half of the evil Mesogog. An artist by trade, he dreamt of being a superhero. Unfortunately, the Wild White Dino Gem granted him his wish.
Why do we have to fight at all? We're both Rangers.
You're good, I'm evil. It's a pretty simple concept.
Trapped as the evil White Ranger and slowly corrupted by the gem, he became one of the Ranger's most deadly foes, until Dr. Mercer helped set him free. He kept his father's Jekyll and Hyde situation a secret from the others, adding on to the Ranger's trust issues. But he's a true teammate who just wanted to save his father from his monstrous half.
This isn't finished.
Losers can't be choosers, Zeltrax.
Number 5. Anubis Doggy Kruger, Power Rangers SPD. Commander Kruger is the head of the SPD Delta Base.
Since you asked, the fluorescent lighting gives me a bit of a headache. Yes, sir.
He may run a tight ship, but he has a vulnerable side, often haunted by the day his home planet was destroyed by Grumm's forces. Though he vowed never to pick up his sword again, an enemy from the past forces his hand. Using the morpher Cat Manx made him, he joins the fight as the SPD Shadow Ranger.
This is what you get for messing with SPD. Fire!
Don't ask us how he fits his muzzle in that helmet. Even though he's a formidable fighter and an expert swordsman, he firmly believes that no one ranger is more important. Teamwork is the ultimate strategy to bring justice throughout the universe.
Now they match.
Number 4. Eric Myers, Power Rangers Time Force. Eric was a former prep school classmate of Wes, but he was bitter about his friend's success when he had nothing.
You had the money, all the right friends, but you didn't know how to use them to your advantage.
Jealousy drove him to try and outshine Wes, eventually becoming captain of the Silver Guardians and the Quantum Ranger.
Listen and learn, Brickneck. I'm not just any ranger. Not by a long shot. I am the Quantum Ranger.
His stubbornness didn't help him as a team player, but it did show his ambition to prove himself all on his own, making him the perfect anti-hero ranger. Near the end, he finally managed to let go of his pride and reconcile with Wes, the two of them becoming joint leaders of the Silver Guardians. However, he still leaves a troubling first impression with others. Just ask the Wild Force Rangers.
Hey! You're the one who gave me a ticket this morning.
Number 3. Jason Lee Scott, Power Rangers Zeo. There were plenty of red herrings for the Gold Ranger's true identity, but he revealed himself as Trey of Triforia.
Okay, now it's my turn!
Unfortunately, Trey was split into 3 and couldn't wield the Gold Ranger powers, so they transferred the powers to someone just as worthy, the original Red Ranger himself, Jason.
May they aid and protect you in the future.
Thank you for trusting me with it.
The roles from the first season became reversed. Now, Tommy was the Red Ranger / leader, while Jason became the 6th Ranger. The one thing that'll never change, Jason is still a dedicated ranger, ready to take charge when needed, and never giving up. Sadly, like when Tommy first lost his powers, Jason had to return his to Trey in the finale, or lose his life.
No matter what happens, man, we'll always be friends. I know.
Number 2. Michael Mike Corbett, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Leo's brother Mike was the one who pulled the red Quasar saber, but he passed it on to Leo when he fell to his supposed death in a chasm. Fortunately, he was saved by the Magna Defender Spirit, who used his body as a host. When the warrior sacrificed himself, Mike was set free and later given the tools to become the new Magna Defender.
This is unbelievable.
Mike can be protective of his little brother, but he wouldn't have given him the saber for nothing. He may come off as a goody-goody Boy Scout, but he's willing to do anything to protect his colony and friends, including giving up his powers. Before we unveil our number 1 remarkable fighter, here are a few honorable mentions.
Still think the stone is yours?
Howling Wolf!
That's my cue!
Oh, really?
I'm out of here!
Not so fast!
Number 1. Tommy Oliver, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Taking the number 1 spot is the legend himself.
Long live Empress Rita!
Tommy began his Long Ranger career as the new kid in town, brainwashed by Rita to become her evil Green Ranger. When the spell was broken, he became a dependable teammate, even after losing his powers more than once. Tommy would later make a rebound as the White Ranger / leader of the pack before taking the reins as 2 Red Rangers.
Guess who's back?
Several years later, he'd be back in black as the Dino Thunder team's mentor.
Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy?
I may be old, but I can still pull it off.
It's hard to top the Ranger that's done it all, but no matter the color, no matter how many times he retires, Tommy is living proof that once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
You don't have to do it alone this time. We're here to fight by your side.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.